is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Driving with Randy. I'm your host, Road Rage Randy. How goes it, everybody? I'm going to throw away this Corona-infected water bottle real quick, and then while the car just heats up a little bit. I know you guys are probably sick of me coughing already, but... And hello, what is up, everybody? As you can tell, I'm a coronavirus survivor. Well, I'm not 100%, as you can tell. Still got a little bit of coughing here and there, but it's mainly just when I'm talking. I seem to be getting over whatever I had going on. I truthfully, I don't think it was coronavirus, but you never know with the coronavirus going around these days. You don't know what's going on. And, you know, if I'm honest with you guys, I think people are just blowing this way out of proportion. I mean, sporting events are getting canceled left and right. The University of Minnesota has canceled all in-person classes. Online classes are the only thing in effect right now. It's like people, if I was a paying student, I would be pissed. I would be angered. I'd be like, it's stupid. It's fucking stupid. It's stupid. I get it. The concern is passing it onto somebody who, you know, might not be able to survive. Maybe it's selfish of me being 23 and healthy. I don't know. It's just like, it seems like it's being taken out of control. And a big part of it is the fucking media, man. The media is just, they're like, it's like a 6% mortality rate or whatever the fuck it is. And then they say 7,000 deaths, but they don't say how many people have survived it. You're telling me how many people have died, but how many people have survived it? You got people running to Target. You got people running to Walmart. What are they doing? They're buying fucking toilet paper. Why are you buying toilet paper? It's a respiratory thing. Your lungs. You're not gonna shit yourself. People. The doomsday preppers are probably just loving it right now. Have the biggest hard-ons walking around. Oh, we knew something was going to happen, and guess what? The toilet paper I've been stocking up on for years, guess what? I had some and you don't. Ha 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 ha. Well, all seriousness, like, this guy I follow on Twitter, he, former MMA gambler, fight better analysis man. He played poker for a little while, and he's into cryptocurrencies. He was at a convenience store. They were selling three different sizes of hand sanitizer, $20, $40, and $60 bottles. That's how much the demand. It's ridiculous. And hand sanitizer, I think I read, doesn't even solve it. It's not a solution. Wash your fucking hands. Wash them. Wash your hands, ladies and gentlemen. It's this coronavirus. Let me tell you, I got a safety meeting tonight at work, and I've had 3 people ask me to ask what kind of safety precautions are we taking for the coronavirus. The answer is none. We're taking 0. We are a shipping company. We are shipping packages. I don't talk about my job that much on the podcast. We ship packages. We're taking 0 precaution. Absolutely 0. I actually had an email from the company that makes my inline skates. They are Bond. they sent an email out saying, our factories in China, everybody's wearing a mask. All the warehouses that are in the U.S. are prepared for the next, for the next month or so. They have stock. Anything that you are going to want that is a Bunt product, these guys are in stock. So this is old stock. It shouldn't be infected unless, obviously, the person shipping it or, Jesus, it's just, God, this coronavirus, man. I think I've gotten like 4 or 5 emails from companies in regards to the precautions they're taking, which is awesome. I'm glad that they are. No. What are you doing? What Metro mobility. What are you doing? Listen, if you're gonna turn, you gotta turn, but don't put your that. I would be so concerned if I ever got on a bus like that. So he was going to turn into my lane, but he's not even going that direction? What? What are we doing? What? But yeah, I think it's really cool that, businesses are being open about what they're doing as far as precautions for it, except the one I work for. They don't tell us. We don't have any precautions. We're just throwing what do they say? Throwing caution to the wind and just going at it. It's let me tell you guys, it's quite the thing we have going on here. Listen, we currently are the weather here is just like, it's terrible. It's raining. It's 40. I'm wearing shorts. I don't like that. I know you guys are probably sick and tired of people talking about the coronavirus. And honestly, I think the people that are telling you to not talk about the coronavirus are the people that are talking about it more than the people that are talking about the corona. What the fuck? What the fuck? Are they having a little a Tesla like ride? They're going for a ride? All the local Tesla drivers? I just saw a white Model S, I believe it's called. For ripping on these Teslas, I sure know a lot about them. I saw a blue Model 3. Fuck you! I just saw another blue Model 3. And then I saw a black Tesla van, or SUV, I don't know what they're calling. I just saw 4 Teslas. Ew, what? I'm like, I'm almost over it, man. I don't like them. They're electric, and why would you put it's a self-driving car? And I just saw, I don't know what's going on here. There's my company car delivering packages out there. I'm sure he's taking all precautions as far as coronavirus. We're done with coronavirus. We're done. I'm going to go ahead and speak about what's going on in my life. So did I talk about how I'm going to run a 10K. So I bought some shoes. I'm going to be running a 10K. I bought some shoes. My legs are nowhere close to how they need to be for running. Like, I could run 0.25 miles some days and my legs will kill. I can run 6 miles someday and I'll feel nothing. Like, it's all a matter of the day. So I need to figure out a way to make sure that I can know how I'm going to feel. So I'm going to start, like stretching, warming up properly. But I bought some new shoes. And if you know me, I don't buy new shoes. I've had 4 pairs of shoes since I started high school. So my 9th grade year, I bought a brand new I bought 2 pairs of Lakai shoes because they were on sale. I remember. I believe they were $40 each. So I bought 2 pairs of Lakais. $40, spent $80. My parents were buying my shoes at the time. So $80, that's equivalent to 1 pair of my brother's shoes. So I had 2 of them. Those 2 shoes lasted me. God, I still have them at home. I don't wear them. There's some holes in the bottom of them. Not in the toe, the bottom. So if I step in a puddle, my shoe will get wet. Lakai, they make fantastic shoes. And then most recently, I bought a pair in October of 2018, I believe, when I was checking my Zappos account. This is not sponsored by Zappos, but holy shit, Zappos has their act together. One day, next day, free shipping? Are you kidding me? Next day, free shipping. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. So I got I bought a pair of them, and they're holding up very well. They're not like Lakai makes skate shoes. I got their casual shoes, so they look more like running shoes, but they don't have the support that you need from a runner. So I went ahead and I bought some running shoes, as I'm going to be running a 10K, so I need some proper running shoes. So I went ahead and purchased myself some cheap, because I'm a cheap ass, I bought some Asics Gel Venture 7s. Are they good? I don't know. I haven't taken them out because the last time I ran, I hurt my calf. My left calf is absolutely killing me. We're going to pop in this gas station real quick. We're going to pick up a snack, maybe some coronavirus on the way. I mean, you never know. You never know what you're going to be getting out of the gas station visit these days. My guess is some coronavirus, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. We will be right back, and then I'll talk to you guys about running and some other things happening in my life. I'm back. I got some honey roasted nuts. I must say, do you guys remember a while back, I said one of my goals for this year is going to be to have a Tesla driver on the podcast. Now, why would we want a Tesla driver on our podcast? Because we want to get to the bottom of it. What goes through a Tesla driver's mind when they are purchasing a Tesla? I want to know what's the appeal. Does it have some neat safety features that I'm unaware of? Is it the fact that it's electric and it's cutting down on gasoline or something? Or is it because they're lazy and can't drive themselves, so they have to get a Tesla to drive for them, a computer-operated machine where they put their lives at risk? We just need to get to the bottom of it. So if you're a Tesla driver that listens to the podcast, I'd ask that you head on over to my Twitter, @ThoughtsByRandy, drop a message, and we'll get you onto the podcast, okay? We'll get to the bottom of this. We'll figure out what's going on. Because after just seeing a mob of Teslas driving down the road, it's clear Teslas are going nowhere in this world. The Teslas are here to stay. They are here to stay, even though they're not a profitable company. They haven't made profit in a year yet. But who am I to judge if the company wants to be negative? And maybe they're just prepping. I don't know. I don't know anything. I know anything about business. If I knew a damn thing about business, I think the podcast would have blown up by now. I must say, it's been doing pretty well, though. Did I address? Obviously, I skipped Monday. I didn't have a voice. What are you looking at, Baldy? Some bald guy in a Kia Soul staring at me. I'm going the speed limit, and you're driving over the white line. Oh, man. Yeah, so got some ASICs, so I'm hoping that cuts down on my running problems, but regardless, let's talk about some other things going on in life. So you guys know I used to play RuneScape, right? Used to be all about that RuneScape life, and it's kind of a game where you play for a while, then you fall off. You play for a while, then you fall off. It just happens. It's how the game is. And I just got over an 8 or 9 month hiatus. When I was sick and I didn't know what to do at home, I went ahead and I purchased some RuneScape membership, and I'm back at the RuneScape grind. One of the listeners to our podcast had suggested, shout out to Johnny. Johnny says he listens to the podcast while he works out, which I find very awesome. I, for one, cannot listen to podcasts while I work out, but respect. I mean, whatever gets the job done. I find it really awesome, and where was this going? Oh yeah, he really liked me talking about my RuneScape luring history. I don't really know if I have too many other stories as far. I'd have to go back, listen to the old one so I'm not repeating myself, but I probably have loads of stories about my RuneScape luring days. It was a good time. And I've grown apart from the luring, I'll tell you that. I'm all about the regular grind. Well, I'm surprised there's not idiots out on the lake still. It's been 40 degrees, 50 degrees, 60 degrees. I'm surprised people aren't out with their trucks on the lake. It's what they do. Unless ice fishing season's closed. To be honest, I don't even know. I really don't. Actually, it might. I don't know if it closes. I do know that I need to refresh my license or get a different one, because my fishing license expired on the 22nd of last year. I mean, it's not like I've gone fishing or anything, so I don't need it this moment, but that's something that I have to do this year. I always do it. Can't break the laws. Got to pay the government to fish. I mean, part of me doesn't agree with that. Like, why should we have to pay to fish? I mean, the DNR exists, and they stock fishes when it's low and treat waters and stuff. So I see where the money goes, but and then the license is kind of like a receipt of proof of donation. Yeah, I guess I'm okay with that. I mean, this is a free world, but yeah, I'm all right with that. I talked myself into it live on the podcast. The good news is, ladies and gentlemen, there hasn't been any other Tesla drivers out. That's good. It looks sunny on the other side of the city here. I always find it funny when this lady's in the fast lane just on her phone. Lady, not only are you on your phone, you're missing a screw in your license plate. I opened my nuts, but it'd be too dangerous to eat them right now. No eating nuts and driving. It's bad. It's bad. Bad. Yeah. It's always weird how on one side of the city it could be sunny, and on the other side it could be like completely trash weather. in regards to that, maybe 2 years ago, I was actually I had gotten my snow tires off, and I was actually what are we? People, man, people are in a rush to get places as if the coronavirus is going to kill them at any moment now, and they just need to get somewhere. Anywho, it's like a couple years ago I got my snow tires off, and we got this bad snowfall on my side of the city. I live east side of the city, and I go to work, and that is like in the city. And it was just bizarre to me because I almost ended up calling in because it was so hard getting out of my town. It ended up being like, you know what? If I make it to the highway, if the highway's fine, I'll go to work. I ended up going to work, and like maybe 5 minutes into the highway, nothing. No snow, nothing. Absolutely zero. It would have looked kind of suspicious if I called in and said because of snow, but we also don't have to give a reason as to why we're calling in. So I would have just said I wasn't going to be there. Anywho, we got this guy driving bad now too. It's a mess. It actually feels very good to be back on the... What? I kid you not. People are just in a panic. They forgot how to drive. I mean, to be fair, this car is going really freaking slow, but I'd just like to point out, like, skipping a Monday, that was actually kind of hard for me. It was unplanned, but it was much needed. And as you guys know, I'm going to be skipping one more day before the big release of Podcast 100. I have not recorded Podcast 100, but I have everything all planned out for it. So I'm really excited, and I really want to put work into it. So I'm going to maybe this weekend go out and get some stuff recorded for it. I know I'm going to have about a week to kind of edit it and think of everything to put in, but I want to make sure episode 100 is perfect. And the reason being is I want it to be kind of the episode where if someone's never listened to the podcast, I can just refer them to episode 100. To get a good feel, a good feel of what the Driving with Randy podcast is supposed to be all about. And I'll be honest with you, listening to me ramble and talk about a bunch of nonsense for 30 minutes twice a week, that's a lot to do. So, like, I totally understand if you skip episodes and then, like, you listen to all of 100 because 100 is going to be amazing. And like right now, I'm more focused on my smoothie than talking on the podcast. But that's why we record. That's actually an ice cube. That's why we do the Driving with Randy podcast. We don't have rules. The Driving with Randy podcast is a free-for-all, and I hope I can relay that kind of a feel. And like I said, episode 100, it's going to be, I'm going to have a compilation. I'm going to be reading all the reviews that were put. And if anything, I must say, I'm really proud of myself. I dedicated myself to this podcast, and it's not something I quit. I did it for an entire year. and I'm going to keep doing it for more years to come. Like I said, I want this podcast to just be kind of the casual, everyday guy making a podcast, and I just stuck with it on the way, and we're going to be up to episode 100. Have we gotten traction yet? No, we haven't got a lot of traction, but the traction, it hits. Yeah, I can see it in my graph. I get little bumps, and then I shoot down. I get little bumps, and then I shoot down. And I get bumps, and I shoot down. I don't know if it has anything, I don't know if the bumps are the same audience group. I have no way of tracking that. But I will say, it's been a ride. It's been a ride, and I'm extremely happy with how things are going. I can't wait to see what happens in year number 2. I really can't. Year 2 of the podcast is going to be absolutely spectacular. Do I have big plans for it? Not real. Oh, cops coming. Oh, we're gonna slow down a little bit. Yep. Oh Jesus. The cop is about to pull up right next to us. We're going 60 miles per hour. We're gonna see what they got going on. It's a state trooper, actually. I don't know if he saw that. I don't know if he saw me talking to myself or not. You gotta keep your eyes. No, he's going like 65, and it's 55. Maybe I should speed up and catch up to him. Let's give her a go. And this idiot is texting on her phone. Hey, Miss South Dakota. What is this cop doing? No, now the state trooper just pulled in behind someone. Oh, snap. Are we going to witness a pullover? Are we going to witness the trooper pulling somebody over? Nope, doesn't look like it. But like I said, I don't have huge plans for the next year. But I need to just not talk about that. That's something for episode 100, and I will get to that later down the road. I want to say I'm almost to work, so I'm going to go ahead and end the podcast. I don't know how long it was today. My guess is we're at 25 minutes right now. What are we at? 27 and a half. Not too far off. I want to thank you guys, as always, for tuning into the podcast. I already mentioned it once, but I'm going to plug it again. Head on over to my Twitter at Thoughts by Randy. Go ahead on over to Reddit r/Driving with Randy. And then head on over to iTunes and leave a review. Like I said, I'm going to be reading all reviews, negative, positive, whatever it may be, on my 1-year anniversary, episode 100. That podcast is going to be absolutely great. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for tuning in, and we will... Oh, wait. I almost ended it. I remembered. We're ending it on a different note these days. The cop got off. Good. We're in the free. We're not saying peace. We are eventually. But I just want to say, guys, have a good life. Peace.